Okay, we here for the Culture Podcast. You know the vibes. I am Mr. Talk That Talk Stixx Porter, back again, episode 3. I got Just Creative Hands again.
What's up?
I got my guy Pete Rose.
Yeah.
And we in the building. It's MLK Day.
Yeah.
So it's only right. We gonna talk about my guy Martin Luther the King Jr.
Martin Luther the King.
Martin Luther the King.
Martin the Luther.
King. We gonna talk about him. Let's get started with what is this day even mean to y'all? Is it just a day off from work at this point, or do you guys really sit back and reflect on what my man stood for?
I went to work.
I did too. So it wasn't a day off of work for me. But
I was off.
for a lot of people,
Thank God
there
for
was a
the
lot of
feds.
people that was off. But for me, I do believe, at times like this, I always take time to kind of just reflect.
Okay.
And take time to see, what's really good. I do feel like a lot of people in our culture, we don't really take time to kind of see what is going on or what happened or who Martin Luther King is, and especially the younger generation. Like, they just know him because they heard of him and what, they learn in school, but taking time to actually do research and find out what he did, what he stood for is something that, I have found myself guilty of doing that, not, doing my research and just going based on what I was taught instead of actually looking further into it. But I took the time to work. I took the time to be appreciative and grateful, and just for the people, the trailblazers. And I'm blazing the way for the next generation, I'm not going to be Martin Luther King, but I'm going to blaze the way for somebody.
Do y'all know the truth behind his death?
Speak to me.
Go,
I just got put on game.
Because I think I know where you're going with
literally
this.
what you just said, how you researched. He did not die from that gunshot.
No.
You know that? He was smothered
Yeah,
in the
with
hospital.
a pillow.
With a pillow.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I didn't know that.
A lot of
Yeah.
people ain't know
That's-
that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and see
Yeah.
that's the thing with knowing the history, man. It's like
Illuminati?
we thought this whole time.
We don't know.
We thought this whole time that he'd been shot, and he was shot, but we thought he died from that.
It wasn't.
And he was literally in the hospital. It was a picture of him in the hospital that he had, the tubes on him and everything. He was eyes open. Mm-hmm. And then whoever came in there smothered him.
So
Trying to silence.
How much validity is in that? Because I have known people who have been shot, eyes open, they're in the hospital, but they end up dying later on.
Oh, well, I mean, he was actually, because it didn't puncture no main arteries, none of that stuff like that. So it wasn't even a life-threatening.
It could have been a blood loss.
Right. And then also, like, on the medical side, I was in the medical field for a little bit. There's ways to research and see, like, if they suffocated. And,
Right.
like, medical doctors, they can tell, what actually happened.
They better ask.
64, I don't know. They had some stuff, but I don't know if they had all of what we got now.
Pretty sure they had something.
Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy.
Because
Ain't no
keep it
telling.
real, that's how Germans we even have like different types of surgeries and stuff we had today because of the Holocaust and shit like that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they was experimenting on niggas while they was dead and shit.
That's a
or
fact.
While they was
Truth.
live,
Right.
alive and all that. You know what I mean? So they
Right.
probably
true.
Definitely.
What about you?
What about
Yeah.
what do you mean?
So I know you was off, so did you take the day to kind of reflect and see, be appreciative, or what did you do?
I just enjoyed the day. The fact that I do have a job,
Right.
because of my man's, and I am
Yeah.
able to work out here for the coins that I do get. So yeah, I guess you could call that reflection. I enjoyed my day off. Was pretty productive. Chill with my grandma.
Did you get your meditation in?
I chill with my grandma. That's my form of
truthfully,
meditation.
Chill with Grams.
You know how that goes.
Was she scared? I seen you had her in the car and you was driving. Was she scared when you was driving?
Probably, but we at the point in our give and take that what's understood don't gotta be explained. I just get it from
You
point A
see
to
it
point
here,
B
baby.
and back, and we make it work. But nah. So let's talk about I got a lot of young bulls who may not have written a book report on Martin Luther King Jr. yet, so they don't really know what my man was doing and what he actually stood for. So let's give a brief synopsis on what he had going on, and what that meant to you. You know, he stood for. He wanted equality for us with our opposers. You my opposer. Nah, he wanted that equality. He wanted to end the segregation and you know, of course, civil rights. He was a part of that movement.
Yeah.
And that's just a brief synopsis. Go do your own research and formulate your own perspective on it. But with all that being said, did you agree with the way he went about it?
I agree.
Don't elaborate. Did you agree with the way he went about it?
No.
Why? Don't elaborate. Okay.
Why? Don't elaborate.
Don't elaborate, because yes, it is MLK Day.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I agree with what he was doing.
Right.
I don't agree with how he was doing.
That's what I'm
so
getting
that's
at,
what I'm
yeah.
like,
Okay.
yes, I agree with that aspect.
That's how I
You know, I'm more of a Malcolm X type of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to say that I'm combative, but I am. And I say all that to say, you know, Malcolm's message was the same, or maybe it wasn't. He might have not even seen us as equal. He might have seen us as the superior race, and they was trying to suppress our superiority,
Right.
through their acts of violence and their power. And Malcolm, you know, while Martin was a turn the other cheek and keep it peaceful, my guy Malcolm was if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. We gonna fight
Right.
force with force, so they respect what we doing, and the fear that they have for us is, you know, it's gonna show, and we need to take our power rather than wait for them to give it to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm more side on that aspect.
So I'm kind of torn, like in the middle, because, you know, although the here we go.
These
Here we
lights,
go.
these
It's
lights,
okay.
you know,
It's like I'm torn in
type.
in the middle, just simply because, you know, the method was different, but I feel like the message, they were both trying to get the same point across. They wanted us to be able to have equality, and I feel like I strongly agree with Malcolm. You know, wanting us to stand in our power and our authority and who we are as kings and queens just in this earth. So I agree with that aspect of it. And, you know, Malcolm couldn't reach everybody and Martin couldn't reach everybody. So I'm gonna go back to that. They were designed to reach a certain group of people. So, you know, everybody can't have, you know, the same method of teaching. Like, everybody learns differently and it registers to people differently. So I do believe that we needed both Malcolm and Martin to be able to bridge the gap and for it to all come together, because, you know, I don't learn the same way as somebody else, or it doesn't register and click like it does for someone else.
I feel like if they were to merge into one, that would have been the perfect combo. I mean, just keeping it simple. It's like,
It's not simple though.
it's not, but it's like, I mean, literally, we went to, I've visited the Martin Luther King Center plenty of times living here, but, you know, just looking at some of the quotes and everything, like that's on the wall out there where his wife and his tombstone is, and seeing how it's like, peace, keep the peace. It's like, you know, there's nothing wrong with peace. But yet, you know, when you're constantly being, you know, disrespected and, you know, it ain't getting nowhere, and being beat on and spit on and sprayed with water
You just
hoses.
sit down and take that,
It's
or
like,
what?
I'm not going to sit there and take that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
As you should.
I get the message that he's trying to deliver.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, if you merge with what the message is he's delivering with the action that Malcolm X was trying to give, I feel that it could have been something slightly more different, and it probably would have been a faster approach to what we was trying to get to today.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the way I see it is, you know, or better yet, let me ask y'all this. Had you have been in that time period?
I was fighting.
Okay. See,
Right.
now we talking.
My attitude is just
That's
still
my
in
question.
the works. So So yeah.
That's why, don't give me all that I'm delivered shit. I need to know what
Right.
y'all was
Yeah,
doing.
then,
Had
yeah,
somebody
for
have
sure.
shot you with the water hose, or had somebody have been beating you with the nightstick. Like, because we basically, for these past 10, 15 years, we've been going through, a lighter version of that, but the
the same,
police
yeah.
brutality is still as prevalent as it was back then. So
Absolutely.
if you say you was gonna get active back then, that means, God forbid, you met with this type of force. Is you getting active, or
What are we
you
doing?
taking that ass whooping?
And it
Yeah.
go really and truly all the way back to slavery. We was scared to pull that trigger. We was scared to go heads up.
We definitely had the
And-
numbers, and we definitely had the
We pulled it
power.
out.
It was just the mind.
The mental was enslaved.
Yeah, they.
And that's what I'm
That's how
getting
you
at.
kill
It's
the
like-
head, the body gonna follow. So they
Right.
had you fearing them, fearing the whip or fearing the gun, but really you had the
Yeah.
numbers and the strength to
Think about nowadays. though.
overcome.
But see, somebody
Exactly.
gotta step up to realize that somebody's gonna die.
So hey,
So somebody got to
Hey,
take it for everybody.
sacrifices-
Else. Yeah, sacrifice,
Everybody's
yeah.
not willing to
sacrifices
die.
for the greater good. You know what I mean?
Everybody's not willing for that, even
You're
for
right.
freedom. Like,
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's
Right.
a fact. And how I look at it is like this. It's like, okay, yeah, you gotta have, people gotta have that mentality that somebody's gonna have to take that sacrifice. But also too, it's a matter of, if we wasn't too scared to do that back then, and we was, stepping up and doing it, and stepping up to the plate and not feeling scared, stepping up to the plate and not being scared like we are now. Look at what things has transitioned to. You can't walk past a white woman with a purse on, just walking, and without her clutching her purse. Like, so
Exactly.
if we gave that same type of pressure, now that we give back then, I guarantee things would have been different.
I mean,
Can I ask y'all a question? And I'm gonna leave y'all alone.
talk that talk. You gotta get the mic, man, because it be.
Is it on? So he ain't-
Oh well,
So-
talk that talk.
So, I'm gonna speak darling. So, do y'all think, what kind of leader you think we need now? Because we definitely in need of leadership, I think, a little bit. But what kind of leader you think we need now? The Malcolm X type or the? Alright. What kind of leadership do y'all think we need now? The Malcolm X type or the Martin Luther King type in today's time?
In today's time, for
Good question.
For me, I think we need if we can't get both,
We need
I would lean towards the Malcolm X type. And mainly because the first law of nature is self-preservation. So you do what you want with that, self-preservation itself, it depends on how the person feels about themselves, what they willing to do for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna protect me and mines at all costs. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to get the ground beneath your feet, partner. And, no, I ain't.
Me personally,
Go ahead.
you want to go?
Go ahead.
Me personally, I think the opposite. And I say that because it's like what we talked about last episode, even about Donald Trump. He's not a racist, but he is that Malcolm X type. That's why we in the situation we is now.
Okay.
And so, you know what I'm saying? It's like you doing it acting out of vengeance. That's what Malcolm X did. He acted out of vengeance. We needed that for certain situations. Malcolm was one that just did it, period. That's Donald.
I don't know. I don't necessarily. Maybe eye for an eye.
And so how I see it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why do it because you trying to show something when you ain't been doing that on a consecutive basis? And I'm talking about Donald in this case, but if we're talking about in the sense of what you asked, far as which one now, I would say we need a MLK because the world too messed up anyway to be sitting. It ain't a situation of diversity no more. That ain't our issue. So that's why I say having a MLK kind of president now rather than a Malcolm X kind will be more beneficial. Because we got different situations now that we're facing. It ain't no longer on a diversity or a whites and black or none of that. So
Yeah. I do believe that as a culture, it's kind of challenging to kind of really say, because I do believe that we are still fighting against each other, like within our race. So we need somebody to really just stand up and teach us who we are as a people and what we really, our roots and where we really come from, other than slavery. Because, you know, slavery happened, that happened, and that exists, and it's not, you know, it's not going to go away. But also, we can't stay in slavery, because when we continue to stay in slavery, then our mindset is still enslaved and we don't even realize it. So we need somebody to teach us like who we are, so that we can stand in that power, and mentally we break, you know, the generational curses, and mentally we bring ourselves out of all the different things that's going on, because we'll stand together. Like, we'll stand together as a people and really fight together for each other and really support each other the way that we should be supporting each other. So, you know, I would say that it would need to be Martin, just simply because he's like peace, and it's just like peace within, you know, amongst ourselves, like to really do what it is that we need to be doing, because it's still, you know, the light skin versus dark skin type of thing that still exists.
So,
I mean, you are light skinned.
You want to know what's crazy with that stereotype? With that stereotype,
still exists.
Malcolm was light skinned, but he was ready to get active, and
Right.
Martin was dark skinned and wanted to keep the peace. So
That
it
is
goes
kinda
totally,
funny.
it goes totally against the stereotype that's
Well, no,
that
I
we
mean,
go
when I
with
say
today.
the light skin versus dark skin type of situation, like you can see it with them, like they both were on two different ends of the spectrum. So that caused them to kind of look at each other differently, just simply because the way that the method that they came with was not the same as the other one. So that's the same thing now. Like, one person can be light skinned, one person can be dark skinned, but y'all can still like have the same type of vision or same thought, but because you do it a certain way or a different way from the other one, then I'm looking at this person like with the side eye, like, you know, but we the same. Like, we still the same race.
Still nigga.
Right. We still the same race, because if anybody else look at us, they gonna say, okay, just because you light skinned, you still black. I'm still gonna call you still a nigga if I needed to really break it down to that point.
Was the new Michael Jackson black?
oh man.
His DNA was black. His DNA, his skin color may not have been, but his DNA was
See
there.
Martin,
I
see
think-
Malcolm, see Biggie, see Pac, see Success in the South. Chill.
I think both of them had good views or whatever, but I think both of them went about it the wrong way, because even though, like with Martin Luther King's method or whatever, we actually lost a lot of ourselves by integrating or whatnot, in my
Right.
opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because we
Conforming.
was segregated,
Yeah.
we was dependent on what we had going on, like, you
Right.
know what I'm saying, our skills and yada, yada, yada. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? But I think both of them went about it the wrong way. And this is my last question. Do you think if those leaders were to come to the forefront and we have those particular people, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a new Malcolm X, new Martin Luther King, in a day of social media, do you think they would be able to persevere, I guess you say, or move our agenda forward or whatnot?
Wow.
Because how I look at it, Martin Luther King had baggage, Malcolm X had baggage, but that wasn't in the forefront at the time. You see what I'm saying? Like, but some shit like a new Martin Luther King cheating and shit and having the doors swinging and whatnot, that'll kill a whole movement.
You right.
Right.
You right.
Based
But
on
I
that.
feel like
I don't
social
do it.
media would have spreaded the messages faster. You know what I'm saying? And more people would have got on board, because you know people will ride. You view social media right now, people will ride your wave in a heartbeat. All it takes is a couple people to get on, everybody gonna jump on that wave.
Also
True.
takes a couple people.
To say something negative.
It also takes a couple people to say something negative for the.
It's gonna be negativity, but you know, I mean,
They're gonna hear the message.
Yeah.
Even if they don't.
it's
like
it's
it
up to
or
you.
they
It's
do.
up to you
Yeah.
to do what you want with it. You know what I mean? But I feel like they would have had more followers, because, you know, at that time they was rolling. I rose dolo from state to state, whether it was on foot or a bus or however they was getting around, and that's why they was mainly in the area. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X, Harlem, you know, up top, above the Mason-Dixon line. You know what I'm saying? And Martin Luther King was more in the South with what he had with his movement. You know what I'm saying? Because they couldn't necessarily get around like that. But social media, you don't really need to move. You could do, you know, we sitting right here. This message gonna reach people all over just because we on social media. So
You don't think that's a problem?
Oh, I mean, listen.
We gotta move.
Listen, if we talking,
About the rules.
Yeah, we gotta.
you
put
changing the
forth
narrative
action.
on me.
I
Now.
apologize.
You changing the narrative on me. Is it a problem the way we? I mean, social media in itself and the way people use it can be deemed a problem. Too much of anything is a problem. Too much water, you drown. And I'm not gonna go too in depth with it, but you know what I'm saying? It's definitely helps in its own way. Now, if you go overboard with it, you know, you're gonna lose yourself in the social media. You can. So it just depends on who got control of it and what their mental is. Mm-hmm. So, okay. So now we gonna talk. Let's talk the Let's talk double standards. Because America was basically built on double standards. You know, we just came off the whole light skin, dark skin. So we could talk double standards in, I mean, men and women. And we're gonna start off with double standards in men and women, and it's gonna go where I need it to go.
Let's do that. Well, I believe there's a double standard. Well, in certain aspects, it just depends on how you look at it. But I do believe that a man has his role and a woman has her role. So there's certain things that women or certain things that men might say or do, and I'm like, that's not your lane.
Wait a minute.
So we gotta.
Can I get an example?
Please.
An example?
I need it.
Please, I need to hear
I got
this.
to have it.
Example, I'll pull examples.
I want to know I need to know my role is.
Talk to me nice.
No, so okay, if I'm speaking, you know, from a woman's
You should.
perspective,
That's all you got.
right? Because that's who I am. So, you know, it's women that want to be a man, want to be a man, but they stand in this role of like, I'm an independent woman. I don't need no man. And
Talk that talk.
I don't need no nigga to do nothing for me.
Let's
which
talk
is
that
cool.
talk.
That is fine because I've been on both sides, like to where I'm single and I've also been in a relationship. So I can understand where, you know, they're like, oh, well, you know, I'm independent and I'm strong. That's cool. You can be strong, you can be independent, you can be self-sufficient and all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. But there are certain things that men can bring and add to your life that you can't do it by yourself. Like, we weren't created to do anything by ourselves. It take a man and a woman to make a baby. So it takes two people to come together and to bring out the fullness and the potential in each other. Okay. So
now you're speaking.
You know, I feel like, you know, the roles are all reversed and they're all, you know, all over the place at this point.
Social media?
Yeah, they're all over the place at this point, and it's sad to see just simply because, you know, we got a role. We have, and it doesn't take anything away from us though. That's the thing about it. Like, I feel like sometimes women, we feel like being submissive or being meek and mild and, you know, just feeling like, okay, I need my man. Like, there's something wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, you can still be strong. You can still, you know, be a boss. You can still do all of that stuff. But when it comes to like you have your man, then okay, it's okay to feel like you need this person to flourish and be great. Yeah. It's all right, ladies.
Talk to me.
I got a double standard.
Talk to me.
I want to get y'all input on it.
Talk to me.
Help us.
So why, you know, female get taken out, flued out, you know, oh girl, you got flued out, you winning.
You're not.
But if we get flued out,
yeah. That's a double. That's
hold
a double
on.
standard.
If we get flued out, if we get taken to eat, taken shopping,
then what?
we a broke nigga.
Bum.
Big bum.
A whole
What's
bum.
wrong with that?
What you mean?
No, I'm saying.
Why we gotta be broke niggas when we get flued out? I want to get flued out. You want to get flued out?
Nope.
I do. But the point I'm making is, who wants to, like, why is it that's like us saying to y'all, oh, y'all wearing dude clothes.
Right.
Y'all, nah,
we want
y'all
y'all
can't
hoodies and everything. Like,
yeah, but we can't get flued out.
Right.
We can't get taken to eat.
I didn't know where he was going at.
No,
I thought he was about to say.
You know, I got. No. I gotta
Yeah, I knew
respect
you
the
were
community.
thinking of
So I gotta,
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't.
no disrespect to the LGBT.
But the culture,
whatever
it's in
it
the
is.
culture. Honestly,
But-
this is
but
what's going on in the
what I'm
culture
getting at
also.
This ain't that culture,
It's no,
baby.
put it like this. It's no disrespect to the gay community, so I'm gonna just put it out there right now. What I'm getting at is, we don't sit there and be like, oh, y'all gay because y'all wearing men's stuff.
Right.
But yet we get called broke for being taken out by women. That's a double standard.
It is. So let me ask you this question. When do y'all expect, because y'all two men right here, so when do you expect for a woman to be like, let me take you out? Like, how would you feel if a woman be like, you know what?
I'm gonna
let
give
me
an
ask
example.
you this. No, hold on. Let me get this question out real quick, because it's probably going to go where you need it to go. But if a woman be like, you know, hey, you know, what's up? Just hit you up and be like, you know, I want to take you out, or let's go somewhere. And then when the tab come, they grab the tab or they grab the check and say, I got it. How would that make you feel? Like, does that make you be like, is it shocking? Or what is it? Because I had men be like, whoa, I didn't expect that.
It depends on the vibe, because if I already had made up, I got this, we gonna battle at this table.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, let me get that. But it might be a situation where, because I have witnessed where women are more upfront about it. So they're more gonna tell you up front, come on, we're gonna go out to eat, it's on me. They telling you from the beginning. Us men, it's just, come on, let's go eat. And so what I was about to say was, I had a situation right here on Peter at Spin. I'm sitting at the bar by myself. Mm-hmm. Waitress, the bartender, she makes me a drink that I didn't ask for. Mm-hmm. I said, what is this? I'm thinking, oh, she just showing me love at the bar. I'm good.
Right.
Nah. She said, Shorty wanted to send you a drink. I turned around, Shorty raising her glass. I ain't know if it was roofied or if I'm supposed to raise my glass or what.
Gotcha.
But and then Shorty walked up on me on some boss type shit. So how's your drink? And I'm stuck. Cause I ain't never had nothing like that happen before. So I'm like, it's certain situations as a man. I'm not gonna say I'm not opposed to it, but it's like, you know, it make you feel like, damn.
Weak or what? It make you feel weak? What does it make you feel?
Like you said at first, it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if the girl get on with me and like, if this is our first date and it's like that, then it's like, I'm feeling some type of way. But if I know you, we done went out and damn, and you offer to pay the bill, I might still pay it, but it's just like, oh, you a real one because you feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
But then it's, yeah.
But see, that threw me off because it's like, don't get me wrong, because I know it's females out here that's doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, just like it's sugar daddies, it's sugar mamas. And so it's like, I know it's out here.
Shout out to
But
y'all.
do they have to be a sugar mama to do that though? Because I'm the type of person like this. I feel like I love our men. I love our black men. And I feel like they should be treated like kings. And I feel like sometimes there's so many different things that come up. They do for women also. But for men, there's so many different things that y'all deal with, just being a black man in general. So it's like, if I'm gonna show you some love and make you feel like, dang, like help your self-esteem a little bit or make you feel good about yourself, then I'm gonna do that. So if I gotta buy you a drink or whatever I gotta do,
Can I stop you?
Yeah, sure.
That's all cool. But us as men, we're forward thinkers.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So this little drink might be harmless right now.
Right.
But as soon as you get mad, broke ass.
Remember when I
nigga,
bought you a drink?
That's
No,
why
no,
That
don't
may
stop
be
that.
majority. That may be
Okay, now
majority.
you talking
That
that
may
talk.
be majority, but you
Listen.
can't put everybody in that same box. Because
Well,
I've had
it's
guys
like
be
98%
like,
though.
And for,
I've had a whole man tell me,
Have you done that to someone?
no.
For
I'm
that-
not that
for
person.
that
I've
reason,
never called
for
myself
that
a
reason
nigga.
alone,
I broke nigga, but you done threw some shit in the nigga
No,
face that you done did.
because I've had somebody do that to me, and I know how it made me feel. Because I'm supposed to, if I'm with you or we together or dating or whatever, and you offered to do something for me, and I didn't have to ask you, or even if I did have to ask you, there's no reason why you should be throwing that up in my face and making me feel stupid. If a guy did, I've had somebody do me like that, and that's
my
no.
word. Listen, for that reason alone, for me personally, we gotta I gotta know you before I could let you, before I could be like, all right, go ahead and grab it or whatever the case may be. A minute, like
Right,
we,
a good minute.
but off top, you know what I'm saying? We not even doing that. You know what I mean? Like you can't, you not paying for me or if I don't fool with you like that, I might let you know off top, yo, this is Dutch. You know what I'm saying? You pay your way, I'm pay my way. We gonna link back and do what we do, what we really came here for. You know what I'm saying?
What did y'all come here for?
To get active, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to be the dirtbag and just, you know, hit her with the pull up or the company. Y'all might not be there yet, but you know she that type of broad. So yeah, you might take her to the hookah lounge, 1422 Roswell Road. Infusion Hookah Lounge. You might take her to the hookah lounge and burn a quick hookah and have a couple of drinks before you slide her back to the crib, telly, whatever y'all doing. That's neither here nor there. I'm not about that life anymore. Shout out to first of all, shout out to my producer Kiko T. You know, I'm not in that life no more. But once upon a time,
so
I was a guy.
So okay, so let me ask you this. Since I went through it, if you got put in the same situation like I did, as far as a shorty buying you a drink, how would you have reacted?
Well, drink the drink.
Oh, I drank that drink. I drank that drink.
We gonna drink. I'm drinking the drink. I ain't worried about none of that. Especially because yes, it was random. You know what I'm saying? The bartender made it, gave it to you. So it's all good. You know, you thought it was roofie, whatever the case may be. but at the same time, I'm drink the drink. I'm not, listen, I'm not too high up on my horse where I can, nigga, I drink, nigga.
Even in the situation with say if we do allow the woman to take you out, it's like, not saying you gotta one up her, but it's like shit. You gotta give it. I gotta pay you back. You feel me?
But y'all real men though.
I might shoot you that cash app after, like
not even
y'all real though.
Not pay you back monetarily. It's like shit. You might take me on a date. I gotta take you on a date the next day just to.
You feel me? And that's what I was saying. For fear of it being thrown back in my face, I got the.
That way you can.
That's why it got to be a level of comfortability. We got to be on that level for you to, catch the tab.
So what do we do?
You feel me? You got to be my lady. Ain't no way around it. You know what I'm saying? Because your lady know what's going on inside your pockets already anyway, and she may just want to. Yo, I got it.
Fellas, I'm gonna say something.
Tell them something.
If a woman does that, you better not let her touch a door handle on a car.
Come on, Show Marie.
You shouldn't be letting her do that.
You shouldn't be letting her do that anyway.
But
I'm talking about you better.
What was she
You better put that napkin on that lap.
Cut it out.
Hey.
Hold on now. Let me speak for the gentleman.
Oh, you just gonna let the food drop on the lap.
If you got holes, you're an adult. You better eat. Goddamn.
You are ignorant.
Napkin on. I don't even put a napkin on my own lap.
Okay.
Because you clumsy.
So country. Good. Anyway.
Don't pay him no attention. He ain't got no home, Trent.
Wow.
So I'm just wondering how do women
My mother watches this show.
Wow. I'm sorry, Auntie.
He does. He don't use it. Let's just say that. Okay, so how are we supposed to respond to that though? Because you can be like the person that I am. I'm not good. I don't like for men to really do things like that. Like I don't really like for men to. No. I'm okay with that. But I'm saying like giving me money or saying like, oh, let me do this. Different. But the thing about it is, how do you break down that barrier? If you say for instance, your lady was like this. She was like, okay, I don't want you to do that. That's cool. I'm good. Like, if she don't tell you when she got a need, like, if she wants something, she don't let you know that. How do you help break down that mental wall that's been put up in her head from, whatever it could be? How do you help break that down, though? To get her to the point where she can trust to basically allow you to do those things.
You're speaking from a place of hurt. I hear it.
Well, I'm good now, but I'm just saying, how do you do that? Because I've been that person.
Okay, I see.
I'm just saying, where was he at?
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It takes time. You got to make her feel comfortable with the fact that you're not going to throw that back in her face, or you're not going to try to be so obsessive. Oh, I paid this for you, so you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because at the end of the day, these are gifts. You know what I'm saying? if you go to court for any reason at all, the judge is going to see it as a gift. You did this out of the kindness of your heart. So it ain't no you know once y'all break up you get your bread back or you get your gifts back. I mean if she's nice, sure, but whatever. But you know what I'm saying? You got and that's paying attention to all those red flags early on.
Right.
People are going to show you who they are the whole time. What type of dudes you dealing with. So Buddy is going to show, you know, whether it's a little hint at something or I don't know cuz I don't fit the bill, but he going to show you like he's that type of dude. So now when y'all get all in how many ever years down the line or whatever the case may be and he want to be controlling because he is sponsoring your recreational activities and you've been taking it all this time. And he been throwing it, you know, little light jabs. Now when he hits you with that cleanup, you know what I'm saying?
What was that?
Right.
The signs was there the whole time. You chose to ignore them because
The
you
red
was
flags.
because you liked you liked the vibes. You was cool with
Exactly.
receiving those gifts. So it's really just paying attention to all the red flags early on. Same thing on guys' end. If you got a girl that as soon as you step in the door, she talking about, oh, what you got for me? Can
What
you
you
give
doing
me
for
this
me?
amount of money? Or you know, all them little subliminal posts they posting on their gram. That's them.
I got a
Exactly.
question.
It relate to them. Don't let them hit you with, oh, they just post. It's not post. It
'Cause you
relates
don't
to
post
you.
what you like.
It relates. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I got a question.
I got an answer. Talk
It
to me.
wasn't to you.
Okay.
It's well, I
I
have
still got an answer.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
have you ever has a dude ever bought you a bag?
Like a bag?
A
Talking
bag
to
with
you.
money in it, or
I
just
gotta-
a
I'm
bag?
trying to
As in
understand
purse
what's
or
going on
anything
here.
like that, yeah.
Do you feel that, or did you feel that you were obligated to match that level?
I feel like, yeah, like I feel like I'm gonna. Okay, I see what you're doing here. I peep what you got going on here. Okay, so I'm gonna reciprocate that. I'm all about
So
reciprocation.
what you gonna buy him a watch or something?
Yeah, you can buy a watch, you can buy whatever. Like you feel like that
I
person's
mean,
into, or
okay,
whatever
so
they're-
that's the
yeah.
same thing. That's what we all saying about if Shorty paid a tab or what. It don't matter.
No, I'm fine with that, but I'm talking about to the people that's out here listening, and they may not have the same mindset as us. So I'm just asking questions based on what I know people go through or what I've been through to
What's the
get
most
a clear
expensive
understanding.
thing you've bought somebody? Both of y'all.
Man, shit.
The most expensive thing I bought
I'm
someone.
lying. I'll be buying gifts. God damn.
Oh,
I be gifting them. I had somebody tell me the other day, you know what? You were such a good gift giver. That's one thing. It was one of my first baby mother said that. I didn't know whether to be offended or it was a compliment. But she was
Why
like,
would you be
you know what?
offended?
You were such a good gift giver. I started to say, I need that shit back.
Probably that back.
You know what? But, you know, gifts, like I said. So, you know, I take it as a compliment. I do put thought into my joints and
Yeah.
my delivery and everything. It all makes sense.
meaningful gifts. I feel like that's my thing. I love giving meaningful gifts. Stuff that doesn't. I mean, it may be expensive, but something that is gonna mean something to that person.
Neither one of y'all
and it's
answered
going-
my
I was
damn
just about to say
Yeah,
that.
I know, but
Don't let me,
that's what I'm saying.
don't let me
I-
sidebar you. What was the question? Oh, what was
What's
the most expensive?
gift?
I don't know.
I slick could kind of say like a car. I could.
You co-sign?
I could say a car.
I
Yeah.
can say the
That's
same.
not the same.
I can say the same.
Co-sign is not the same as
Down payment is.
Okay, what was
Right.
what you put down?
We ain't gonna talk about that on the air.
So
We
let's
ain't gonna
just
talk
say-
about that on the air.
I mean, I didn't, you know.
What you done did?
You
You done flew them out?
Nah, I ain't-
That's one thing I ain't ever did.
I'm not in that era. I'm not
I
in
have
the-
never flown
maybe-
nobody out.
Have I?
Well, if y'all fly together and you pay for it, is that considered flued out or no? Flued out is considered like you in one state and they in another state. You fly them to you, or what is flued out?
I
Like,
guess
Yeah,
that
basically you
makes
flying them
sense.
to
That's what
where you're going or
or
bringing them
where
to
you're at.
you. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not that y'all going together. They ain't
Nah,
getting
nah,
flued
that's
out.
different.
All right,
That's
all right.
different.
Oh, maybe. Cause
Cause
you
I'm
know,
like,
let's say
we get
Shorty
flued out.
in New York and we both trying to go to Miami and I fly out to Miami.
And you
To
flying
meet me
from
there.
here, yeah.
That's a fly out. So
I
it's,
never did
y'all going
it's
to-
no different than
I never
if
did that.
we both here and I fly us both out to Miami. It's a fly out. It don't matter how you slice it. So I
You
don't
ever
think
drove somewhere far to go see something?
Yo, I did that shit in college. I
Did
drove.
you what?
I
Ever
drove to
drove to go see
Tennessee.
somebody?
I drove to Tennessee,
drove.
You done that?
and I didn't
drove.
even hit.
What's
I
the
was so
farthest?
upset.
Oh,
I
what's
took,
the furthest
took
you
my
drove?
mans with me too. and he ain't
Eight
even
hours.
hit.
8 hours?
Yeah.
That's deep.
Did you get you some?
I
I
hope
did.
so.
I was about to say that's 8 hours.
You better than me. I drove 3, maybe 3.5, and I didn't get. I was
But-
so upset.
As a disclaimer, I knew other people there too,
Long
so it
ride
was
home.
like I was driving there because I wanted to see them. But I mean, I had other people that I was gonna be visiting in the place, so
Well, you know, I
still,
did.
I guess the same thing.
I didn't. I have no business in Tennessee. I was strictly going for that and didn't. We don't need to get into semantics of it. You know, it hurts my heart to this day.
That was gas. Cause back in them days,
That's when I had.
we ain't had
That's when
that.
I had the big body Lexus too.
Oh,
Premium
yeah.
gas. Premium. It hurt me. It hurt me. This is during a
hurt me.
recession. $4.39 a gallon. It hurt me.
Yeah.
I don't. Hey, listen. You know, let's take a sip to that.
Well, can we talk a little bit of sports talk?
Shout out to you, man. Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on. Well, relax, bro. Let me run this.
Well, I just wanted to say the Lakers just got their ass whooped. That's all I want.
You know, we gonna go into that, but let's talk
That's
this
all I
stuff.
wanted to say.
So now, cause I've been getting a lot of shout out to y'all that been giving me feedback for last week.
We appreciate that.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
DMs, if you got
Keep
my
it up.
number,
For
text
real,
me.
for
y'all
real.
could do that with this week too. But I've been getting a lot of
Go ahead,
a lot
hit
of
me.
people say, okay,
This phone off.
are you okay? You done? All right. Jesus. Nah, but
got a
okay.
calling card?
So a lot of people been. This motherfucker. So a lot of people been hitting me
Oh, so
talking
y'all
about
over
some.
this
We didn't go hard or we didn't go in depth enough with the. And we was getting close just now. I was gonna let it rock. This guy took us off the beating drum. We didn't go in depth enough with people. You know, when is it a good time for your man to start being the provider and the head of household and paying bills? They say we didn't go in depth enough. We kept getting sidebar, which don't fucking judge us. We gonna get sidebar. That's what we do.
Right.
But,
We're just going with the flow of the conversation.
Yeah, but they say we didn't go in depth enough with that. So talk to me. When do you?
So can I
feel-
ask a question with that?
Wait, man.
No,
So
it's
you
towards
asking
her.
a
No,
question
it's
with a
towards her.
question?
No, because no.
So you want to add details to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, do you feel that the man should take full responsibility? Or do you feel that, period, you're going to go with him? Whether it don't matter if it got to be half and half on something. So do you feel that take full responsibility on him? Or I don't care, regardless, it ain't got to be half and half. I'm going to pay something.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Okay. So, and then you want me to add the time frame on there also, right?
Sure.
So, time is a tricky little thing. And I say that because, you can be with somebody for a year or more and you still feel like, I don't trust this dude
Fact.
or this woman enough to even
That is a
That's
do
a
that.
fact.
So it's
Man.
like you still like haven't gotten to that point just yet because y'all just but you can be with somebody for 3 months, 4 months, and y'all have connected on that level and y'all are there and it just flows naturally. So I just believe in allowing things to flow the way it goes, and then when it happens, it happens. It's not anything that's forced or asked or like pressured into. But what did you say? What was your question?
And even with them 3 months or whatever, like you still getting a crash course of who somebody is. Like you
Exactly.
just getting really pieces.
That's a
like,
fact.
Even if it flows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And you're forever learning somebody. Like I don't feel like
Yeah, you
you
don't
ever know
ever
the
actually-
fullness of a person.
Yeah,
like
'cause-
this is a journey. We're all on
The
this
pieces of
thing.
that person is pretty much kind of like situational at times.
Exactly.
Right.
That's real.
Exactly.
Thank you for that question because that brought me back to your question over here, sir. So
Take a sip.
the full
Everyone take a
risk.
sip. For the culture.
Talk to him.
I think that if he's in a position where he's like I got this
I
financially.
like where it's going. I like it.
I
I got it.
can.
I got it.
I got this, and this is what I'm gonna do. Then cool, but I'm bringing something to the table some way or another. I still feel like I'm gonna bring something to the table. Like I can't just. That just feels like a sorry ass woman to me.
You're a real one.
You bringing
Because
plates or you bringing cups?
I'm bringing plates, the food. I'm bringing something to the table, like right, like I'm making sure you're taken care of. Like even if it's not financially bringing something to the table, I'm bringing something to the table that's going to add to our household, our livelihood, and what we got going on.
Okay. So with that being said,
I feel like something coming.
Can I talk my shit again?
Talk that shit, Stixx.
You gonna do it anyway.
You better know
Talk
it.
that shit.
You better
Stixx.
know it. So with that being said, I don't think it's a time frame
Right.
on when a man should be a man. You know what I'm saying? By biblical standpoints, provider, so on and so provider, protector, so on and so forth. You go with all the adjectives. I don't think it's a time frame, but I think you have to get to that level of comfortability. It's like you said, if man's is not in that position yet, then you, as his lady, are supposed to be the supporter till he level up,
Exactly.
till he get to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all go in. So, of course, y'all dating first. We not even going to count that. Let's talk whenever y'all decide to
live together.
live together.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to distribution of these bills, if obviously, man's has been taking care of himself
For quite some time now.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Till he met
hopefully.
you. You've been handling your business till you met him. So y'all don't need each other for nothing. Y'all are good separate. But now that y'all are together, your job is to make things light on each
easier.
other
Exactly.
until y'all are to the point. Until if he's not already in that position, like you said, until he get in that position, let's say, I don't know how y'all divvy up the bills. You do the utilities, he do the rent, or y'all just split everything down the middle, whatever the case may be. Because, you know what I'm saying? Now, you do that, you stacking your bread, whatever the case, he's stacking his bread. Everybody now is half. Everything's cut in half, so now you got something to put in savings to do whatever with. Invest. I'm not talking about go on a trip with. I'm talking about invest in property, invest in your business, or, you know what I'm saying, just...
Can I ask something?
Wait, man. Let me talk my talk. Y'all said I could talk my shit, right? I'm gonna talk my talk. So now, boom. So now...
I gotta raise my
In the
hand.
flow of it.
Yeah, so...
He talking his shit. This
So
week.
now...
Come on,
Right.
Let him do it.
Let me
He-
preach, man.
Hey, can I live?
It was you last week, Pete. Now
okay.
let's say what he got to say now.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. So yeah. So now man's done leveled up. Now he in a position to be the provider, head of household, take care of all that. Are you willing to be patient till he gets to that point?
Yeah.
Or you need that off top? You know what I'm saying? But it's on you as his lady to be the supporter of whatever, the supporter of the level up. You know what I'm saying? If he the gas and his idea is the spark,
Right.
you got to be the oxygen that make the flame rise.
And not the person, griping and bitching and complaining the whole
That's a
time.
fucking bar.
Yeah, he said that.
That's a fucking bar. Y'all gotta chill, man.
you repeat
Hold
it?
And not
on.
the person.
Oh, wait.
Come on, cause
Wait. If he the gas
uh-huh.
and his idea is the spark.
Huh?
You gotta be the oxygen that's gonna spread the flame.
Okay.
That's gonna make it rise. That's the level up.
Exactly.
I said something there, y'all.
You did say
church.
catch that.
Church me?
Catch that.
Can I get an amen?
And this was brought to you by Infusions Hookah. What's the address?
1422 Roswell Road. You know the
Okay.
vibes. Pull up on me anytime. So talk to me.
So
This
Can
is
I
the question because it goes what he
yeah.
said. It's going
okay,
what he said.
mine do too. But go ahead.
So
Let's
how
talk
you
about it.
mentioned, whether it's going half and half, regardless of how y'all split the bill. How do you feel about, say, you had your own house, paying mortgage. He was in an apartment. Y'all finally, moved together, but he came and moved in your home. He said, "Babe, you continue to pay the mortgage. I'll pay the remainder of the bills, and then whatever we do, shopping, eating, going out of town, whatever the case might be, I got that." How do you feel about that?
It's a done deal. I mean, that's what you bring into the table. Like, that's the thing, because it's like if that is what you have, this is the home, and y'all decided that he's gonna move in, and obviously, I'm sure this would be something you talk about before this took place.
Exactly.
Like, you agree to it, and then when you get in that situation, if he come on a time where he might not have it, like he lose his job or something, like he falls on hard times, then you have to be willing to be that person, like you said, that's going to light his flame. Like,
everybody comment on this too,
and not be the person that's gonna gripe and complain and talk down, because that's not gonna help him. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help at all. Actually,
build me up to break
that's
me
gonna
down
make
to
him
build me up
resent
again.
you
They
and
like,
make him
nah,
want
6
to
minutes
say
back,
bye.
you kill your ass
I
again.
told you I
This
was
is balls.
done.
I
I
ain't
got
got-
another question.
Well,
Talk to
come
me.
on.
Talk to me.
Talk to me nice though.
You heard?
You gonna do it.
Oh, this is the record for her though.
Bam.
Women empowerment.
So,
I'm actually director of empowerment at Everyone East Foundation. Just to let y'all know, Everyone East Foundation.
plug.
Plug me. 1422.
So,
Y'all see my
say
buddy.
you were the major breadwinner, right?
Okay.
Y'all got kids. Would you mind him being at home dad?
I can't do it.
Ooh, I can't.
Now,
So-
me personally, that ain't really my stilo, because the pride shit, you know, that shit is real. But
You heard?
Right. So
if it was beneficial for the home, would you agree to
So
that?
when I'm this person because I don't have any children yet. Everybody knows that. But when I have children, I'm preparing myself now to be able to work for myself, and so that I can work at home and be there to take care of my kids. I do not want, if he self-employed and he an entrepreneur and he can just stay home and do that, then cool. But honestly, I don't want my man to be at the house taking care of our kids, because that's something that I want to do. Like, I want to be the person that's there. And if we can do it together, hey, let's do it together. But I don't feel like, huh?
Yeah, no job.
Well, then I got to be making some major money.
What
He
if-
got to be
What if he a
doing
broke
quite a
nigga?
few. No,
Oh,
so I don't know.
No,
We don't do those.
Hold on, no, this is what I'm saying.
Like,
Not saying
a
a broke
dusty
nigga
one.
literally. What if you were madly in love?
Okay.
Okay.
What if?
That's tough.
And he hit the brakes. I'm talking about he ain't got it.
Okay.
He lost his job.
Okay.
It's hard. He can't find one.
All right. So let's see.
What you gonna do?
What I'm gonna do is, okay, babe, like, you're gifted in this area. Let's see how we can use your gifts to make us money.
Talk
bring
to
some
me,
bread
Jess.
into the household. Let's see, what can we do? Like, and I'm a person that somebody told me I should be a manager because I help bring out the best in people, and that's not something to my own horn, but I'm that person. I do that with my friends, and I am that person that's gonna help not manage your life, but push you to be great. So, okay, babe,
I
you're
like how
good
you
at
started
this.
this.
Like, you are good and gifted in this. Like, what can we do? Like, how can we do this? Because one thing about a man, though, that I've come to learn, and I'm learning still, is if he is not able to provide for his family, unless he's just like a bum, then it's gonna touch him and make him feel somewhere. It's gonna make him feel some type of way. So
Facts.
as a woman, you
where she
can't
going
be
with
that
this.
person that's going to nag him and
tear
bring
him
more
down.
hardship
Build
and tear
him
him
up.
down.
Don't
because,
break him down.
yeah, he already
Nerd.
feeling some type of way about it.
I got a question. What's because this just seems like it's just one thing, the most important. What's the top 3 important things in a relationship? To all?
Top 3
Talk to me.
In order.
Jess.
in order.
Ooh.
In order.
In order.
Top 3
Oh,
things.
in order. No, that.
I know. It's like in order.
Nah, because I'm saying in order, and I feel like it seemed like the number one thing is finances for everybody, because that's always the
That's
top
what
of
people talk about.
So it seemed like finances is the top thing for everybody.
So from top to bottom.
No, I do feel like everybody say communication is key, but effective communication is something that's
Okay.
very important. People can communicate,
Okay.
but y'all ain't understanding each other. So effectively being able to communicate, come into a solid understanding, agree to disagree or whatever, but effectively be able to do that, I feel like that is very, very important.
That's number one. That's number one to you.
Because if you can effectively,
So,
that's
okay,
number one.
let me
I'm
ask
saying
you
that's
this.
number
All right,
one.
Okay. With
I'ma
that being
say-
number one, so if a man he trying to court you and he effectively communicates like, shit, I ain't really got it like to be taking you on no dates.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I can't really take you out, but we could just we could vibe out or whatever.
No, I
How's
thought
that
you
gonna make
said in a
feel?
relationship.
Well, I mean, that goes to that process.
in-
That goes
okay.
into that process. You have to, you feel me, date a person to get to a relationship. So you're not gonna just jump right in. It all plays into that.
Okay, so if you can effectively communicate, I do believe effectively communicating will bring along trust, because you'll be able to trust that person because y'all communicate about everything and openly communicate and effectively communicate to understand each other. So you'll be able to trust that person. And if I can effectively communicate to you, then I will be able to, if you telling me, okay, I don't got it, like to be taking you out like that, but I feel like we connect on other levels, then like I said previously, like I'm gonna see how can I assist you and help you like get to that point, because I don't. And y'all, it's a room full of men. Like, help me and let me know if I'm
take
wrong.
your director cap off and give us the real answer.
That's not
Politically
not a
correct.
director.
Politically
No.
correct all the time.
That's not politically correct. That's just who I am. Don't judge. Don't judge.
No, we
That's
judging.
who I am.
No, we judging. I'm judging.
That's who I am. That's who I am as a person, and I need effective communication because.
Look, man. What's the other two? Give me the other two. He said the top 3 things. Effective communication. What's the other two?
Because women don't like men with no drive.
With no what?
Drive. So
Ambition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he was that person that's just like a bum and he don't have no drive, like everything else is, I mean, that's not gonna really matter because you got to be able.
And he let you know that.
That's not accepting.
Yeah, but what if he love you to
No,
death?
that's not that.
He rub your feet.
That's not, we're not even gonna
Yo,
touch
love
that,
don't
but I
mean
just
nothing
know-
these days, man.
No.
Love don't mean nothing these days,
Love
man.
do mean.
Nah,
Love
man.
is, you
Nah,
know. it's a-
man.
You want me to back you up, sis?
Listen.
I got you.
Yeah, I feel like
Communication.
So,
I feel like we attacking right now. So what's two?
I'm about to
It's a room full of men.
I'm about to
and
help
y'all
you, sis.
making me
I'm
like.
about-
I'm
saying-
totally
But I'm giving
transparent.
y'all my perspective.
I'm
Y'all
about to
saying
help
I'm
you
being
out.
politically correct, and that's something that I
I feel
need
like
to be able to do.
communication definitely is
Okay.
a key, and I'm not going in order, so don't quote me.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard
But
to say in order.
I know communication.
3 things now.
I think trust. Ultimately, it don't matter if you dating or if you're in a relationship. If you ain't got trust, you ain't got nothing. Cause you ain't gonna have communication with no trust.
You gotta look physically attractive.
Hold on, let him finish.
That's
That's my bottom thing. That's the bottom thing. Because everything else can make somebody else look
No, I
better.
need the third thing. Don't hold me on. I need the third thing.
Because
That's
we
my
ain't
third.
even going on looks.
You go on top 3. I need the third thing. Don't go nowhere else.
I gotta, me personally, if I'm talking about my third thing is I gotta have my friendship within that.
I like that.
Cause if I ain't got that, I ain't
that.
got nothing.
I like that.
If all of these things go together, all of these things go together, though. I feel like they
Because
play
how
off each
I-
other.
All that ain't got nothing to do with it.
What is it?
Looks and
Looks is, you
wanna know
gotta
why?
look good.
You wanna know why?
is it correct? Go ahead.
Hold on. It ain't even politically. It ain't even
You
politically
gotta look
correct.
decent.
Anybody can put on something and look like something. You feel me? I'm not going for. Hold on, no. Hold on. You got what's the little shorty that? Hold on. What's the little shorty that?
Oh, I know you talking
That's
about.
on the gram, the
yeah,
little
yeah.
skinny bald head joint that that look at you when you're on your phone, like she look up
But
at
listen
you.
though,
Oh, yeah.
we was just at the game talking about this. Like anybody can put on something, but a bad chick
And
you
them
know.
bad-
But hold on, and,
What's
and
your
you,
definition
no,
of bad,
that's
though?
what I'm about to tell you. I was just
Okay.
telling him like looks, like with looks,
Can't
you
take
can never
it.
be a dime to me with just looks. You gonna the highest you gonna get
Exactly.
with looks is a 7. You feel me?
Can't be
And we was
can't
looking
be
at-
beautiful if it ain't the total
You can
package.
listen, and I was telling him
You
like
heard?
you can look at a girl and be
That's
like,
true.
oh, she's a wife, and you can look at a girl like, oh, I just hit her, or I just go on a date with
That's
her.
a
And we been
fact.
talking about all
This
that.
is a fact.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this though, and I'll say this out of just keeping it all the way 100.
Okay. Keep 100.
Looks to me is not the main portion of the cake, and the reason I say that, you could have you an ugly Joan, and they're just keeping it real, but the most sweetest, that's your dog when you out. Y'all have a
That makes
ball.
up
That's
for
not
that.
in your top
It
3.
makes
That's
up
all I'm
for that.
saying.
It
Is that
makes
not in
up.
your top
You
3?
can, no, looks to me.
No, I'm
It's
just
not
talking
in
about
my top 3.
No, I'm talking about that, like that personality part. You feel me?
Yeah, personality. That goes with what I was saying as far as the friendship. That goes with that personality goes with the friendship. But looks to me is not, because it's like how I look at it is, you can be bad. You can be Beyonce, Maya, Jennifer Lopez. You can be them.
Leave it alone.
Your attitude fucked up. I don't enjoy kicking it with you.
Yeah.
Like
That's important.
That's a struggle.
Can't have a conversation.
But it's like, and you know what the reason for that? Because them bad ones know they bad and they feel like they shit don't stink.
Exactly.
So I'm coming out here like, nigga, I'm that bitch. No, you're not.
But what's bad to you might not be bad to somebody else.
Bad
so
is
it's
bad.
the
That's
beauty is in
real.
the eye of the beholder. So it's like what you might consider as bad.
Listen, an ugly person said that. Bad is bad.
So
Bad
you saying I'm ugly,
bad is-
or are you saying
no, no.
somebody before me said that?
So
that was
whoever
ugly?
came up with that, the
No.
beauty in the eye of the beholder, bad is bad. You know what I'm saying? You're not going.
Just
No, because
ugly.
everybody don't like the same thing, though.
Look now. You may have your preferences.
Okay.
That's fine. You may like big girls. That's fine. But you're not
But she
going to
might
tell
be
me.
bad to somebody.
Hold on now. You may like big girls. That's okay. You're not going to tell me Nia Long not bad.
You and this Nia Long.
You got to
Somebody
relax.
might not think she
Instagram
bad,
models is
though.
bad, but that don't mean I want to rock with them. You feel me?
But
Okay,
they bad.
so
though.
this-
Bad is bad.
Well,
You know
help
what
me
I'm
with this then. What's the definition of bad? What is the
When you know, you know.
criteria?
Like,
Come on now.
when a man knows she bad, a woman, like, it's universal. Like, when you can
It's a
look,
lot you gotta decipher today.
man, but when a woman look at her and a straight woman can be like, oh yeah, she bad. Like, in a,
That ain't my definition.
This is what I'm going to say,
I
man.
think that's universal
That's not my definition
of bad.
because I don't care what another woman thinks. I don't care what another man thinks. Because if you don't know mentally what's going on with this person, then you can't consider her bad.
That's beautiful.
general statement,
That's
like,
beautiful.
That's
Bad,
deeper. That's
bad
deeper
is
than
looks,
physical.
man. Bad is looks.
Okay,
According
we
to
getting
who?
somewhere now.
That's facts.
Because if we talking about bad as looks, that's just like saying, what's your definition of love?
That's beautiful. You know, if you
All right,
wanna- if
because
you-
we can talk that
Listen,
talk.
if you want to go that route,
We can talk. Hey,
I
we
mean,
can talk that talk. because
love and
everybody got-
happiness.
Oh,
so to make it do wrong.
hey, make it do right.
Chill.
I'm gonna do this.
You heard? Hey, so listen.
I'm just
But
saying.
bad is looks. That's looks. Beauty is, you know, when you the total package. You know what I'm saying? Is she
Is
beautiful?
that why they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder?
Okay, you can talk that talk. But if we just talking bad,
Right, y'all just shot me down.
I
like,
did. I apologize. I admit when I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong.
Y'all being real attackish in here.
You know what I'm gonna do?
No,
Next
I'm
week I'm gonna have
kidding.
another female in here to help you. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm good. I
But-
don't feel that way seriously.
Okay.
Because I can hold my own. I'm good.
How I look at it is this. Y'all look at it as bad as looks. I think that's called cute. Hold on.
Cute.
Hold on.
Clothes is cute.
Hold on.
Babies is cute.
That's what I'm going at.
Computers, babies and poodles. That's cute.
Hold on. This is where I'm going with this though.
Come on, go with it.
See, everybody has their own definition. So I can't fault you for what you call bad, just like you can't fault me.
Is Nia Long bad?
Who?
Nia Long.
I think Nia.
Yes or no?
I think
You
Nia
better
Long
say the
is
right
beautiful.
thing because he's
I think
applying
Nia
pressure
Long is
over here.
beautiful.
Is she bad?
Is
though,
she
like-
bad,
You
nigga?
don't know Nia Long? Come on with
Nia
the
Long is
beautiful
bad
side.
as fuck.
But,
But
hey,
look, what I'm getting at is,
What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Jess,
Jess. Is Nia Long bad?
I think she's fine. I don't know if it's the same.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
My dog was talking about this yesterday.
but hold on. But did you hear
Bad.
what
That's not my
hold on.
definition of bad.
But did you hear what I
That's not
said?
my definition of
Hold on,
bad.
I'm saying fine because she just older, sophisticated.
No,
No,
but did you
she's
hear what I
fine.
said?
Like Neil Long is fine.
Who
Like I think she's
bad?
fine.
Who bad? Wait, who bad?
I don't call nobody bad. Like that's just
Man,
to me.
get
That's
off.
not.
Man,
oh,
I'm
she
sorry.
bad. Like that's
Michael
not something.
Jackson.
Man,
that-
ask you is the girl bad. You think you bad?
I think I'm beautiful.
I'm about to.
I don't think I'm bad because of what your standards, what people's standards are for bad. I don't think that I'm bad.
Stinks.
If that makes any sense.
is a bad bitch.
Look. You gotta relax.
Oh my
You
god.
don't want to take several pictures before you decide.
You gotta relax. You gotta relax, cause I never took a bad picture in my life.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So I don't gotta take several pictures. All my pictures is good. This is what I'm saying. Listen, Nia Long bad. She
Okay.
beautiful. All the above. Hit E.
I like J-Lo.
Her too.
She bad.
J-Lo bad as shit. J-Lo's, and the reason I say that's what I was getting at as far as the definition. Everyone has their own. That's why I said Nia Long is bad. Nia Long is a real one. She ain't one of them ones I'm made up. I'm gonna have somebody have a baby for me.
So
this,
she's
that, and the
fine.
third.
Like
That's J-Lo. J-Lo
substance to
told
her.
Mark Anthony when he signed a contract.
Patty LaBelle
We
bad.
gotta have. You want some patty pies?
I need all that.
Look,
patty
J-Lo
pie.
told Mark Anthony we gotta have sex 3 times a week.
I'm with that
That's
shit.
a regular woman. You got money. You out here making movies, music, all that. You still wanna fuck?
So
I like that.
That's bad.
No.
So
I'm
she's
saying.
a real person. Is what you
J-Lo
saying?
No, she's
But you
real.
know, Nia might be that.
That's why I
silent
said.
little freak though. You
That's
just
why I
never
said. That's why I labeled her as bad.
Okay.
You seen her in
did.
Soul Food? You know she with this shit. Stop playing, man. Nia Long.
Jones?
You feel me? Stop playing like Nia Long ain't active out here,
Hey,
man.
all
Listen,
I'ma say-
well, we ain't going. We getting off the beating drum, man. God damn it. Sidebar. This is what people. I see what y'all talking about now.
1422 Roswell Road.
Infusion Hookah Lounge.
All right, talk that.
Pull
Hit
up
the
on.
comments. because
This
we
is what I'm
definitely
saying.
Yeah, we need to know y'all input for real.
Cause
for
y'all
real.
ain't tell me nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? So we 86.
We got 3. We didn't get
We
3.
didn't even get that. Oh, he got 3.
I gave 3. She didn't.
What was your
Wow.
I ain't even get my
He
three.
didn't even give me.
That's the reality of the
Mine was
situation.
Pointy
friendship,
fingers.
Friendship,
uh,
trust,
trust,
and
and
some other
What
bullshit.
the hell did you say?
Communication.
Communication. Yeah.
Communication
Yours
bullshit.
is communication or what?
She didn't say nothing.
I didn't get to my third
You
one.
did say
You ain't get the 2.
Because you wanted to help me out,
Oh.
bro.
Said, look,
I helped you.
You did. You took the heat off.
give
I
me
did.
your 3.
Okay, so effective communication. And what did I say?
Looks. Did you say looks?
No, I didn't say looks was number 2. I said effective communication. I said trust, and then I said
You
looks.
gotta be attractive.
So
You
looks
gotta
is
be
your
attractive.
third?
You
That's
gotta
your
be-
top 3?
I
So
mean,
listen.
you gotta be attractive because
Hold on.
Be more than looks.
yeah, it's attractive. Like your personality could be attractive,
Okay.
and that can draw me attraction.
I
What
like
draws
that
me to
cleanup.
you?
Okay,
I
hold
like
on.
What
that
draws me
cleanup.
to you?
I like that cleanup. That was the ooh.
Hold
That was the
on.
ooh.
Hold on. Everybody get
What's
your hand on my
yours?
gene.
Please.
Cause you last episode
Relax,
you weren't
relax,
talking.
relax.
He
I'm
went to
told. I'm
the
told.
time.
I'm here. I'm here today.
Come on, can we see this? Can we see this right here? Can we see this?
Fly ever. You know the vibe. Listen. Respect. I
Okay.
don't know how that didn't even make it up there. Y'all talking about trust, communication.
If you ain't got trust, you better
If
have
you gonna
respect.
communicate,
What?
that make you respect somebody more.
Yo, slow down, man. Y'all not even thinking right now.
Are we
If
not?
you don't have respect, you
That's number
you
one.
can't trust.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Relax, bro. If you don't have respect, you can't trust that person. 1, if you don't respect that person, you not talking to that person. 2, you gotta have respect. If it's no respect there, it's y'all don't got nothing. There's no love. There's no trust. There's no communication. There's no. You want to pop that? Yeah. There's no nothing. You know what I'm saying? No rice, no ribs, no champagne, no nothing.
But
know
you still don't respect. I want to know what the other 2 is.
It doesn't matter after that.
No,
it
it
does.
does.
It does.
You pressured us for all three.
But if
Let's
we
get
want to
it.
go in, if we want to get
Yeah,
down
can
to
I
it,
hear this?
okay, I really only have respect. I'm not even gonna hold you.
After that long silence.
Yo, right. Listen, if you ain't got this, you
listen.
ain't got no champagne, you ain't got no chocolate covered strawberries.
After this service.
You gotta. I gotta chill, man. But respect
Oh
is
my God.
respect is
You
big.
still
If it's
talking
no
about respect.
respect, you gotta have it. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
your-
I need the other 2.
What's your list, dog?
Listen, man. The other 2,
Respect.
I like RE.
Dylan.
You heard? All right. So okay.
Um,
Now we'll go into the trust aspect of it.
okay.
You know what I mean? But respect got to be at the forefront. And then I like the friendship. I like that. But it's got to be happiness. Like you got to have joy in that relationship. You got to want to be in that relationship. It's got to be, you know what I mean? I feel like you got to have that. So
What do you consider joy? I'm about to put you to the test because you wasn't
Come
talking
on.
last week.
And
What do
ask
you
me
consider
too, okay?
joy? What do you
Ask me
consider
too.
joy?
I was trying to let the people get
Nah,
to know y'all.
nah.
Motherfuckers know who I am. I'm Stixx Porter.
No, we need to know.
Nah.
What are you asking?
There's people
What
that
is
don't
joy
know.
to you?
What is joy? I'll give you an example. I don't have
You
Webster's
talking
dictionary.
Yeah,
out.
we want
Trump
Stixx
with
Porter.
I'm from
hands.
Brooklyn. I'm gonna talk with these
Stixx,
hands.
yeah, we want
I
yours.
let these things fly. This is what I'm saying. Joy, happiness, synonyms, whatever the case may be. It's when I'm not around you, I'm thinking about you. I want to be around you because you make me better, whether spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Everything is better when I'm around you. That brings me joy. You know what I'm saying? So my place of peace is when I'm with you.
Okay.
Whether you the wind beneath my wings, don't chill. Don't.
Yo.
My one-liner's going crazy today. My one-liner's going. My breath. Listen. My breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Hey, man. Hey, listen. Yo, tell Hallmark to holler at me, man. Wind beneath my wings, whether you my breath of fresh air, you supposed to be all that. You supposed to bring me joy. That's what that is to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a Webster's dictionary, but that's just the example of the joy I need. You know what I mean?
You ain't done though. You still talking.
I said joy, trust, respect. That's my 3. What you want? You want a top 5, dead or alive?
Just talk to me, please.
So joy, I feel like you was tapping into that though. Like my definition of joy is somebody that, or because I feel like happiness and joy is 2 different things. I feel like happiness is an emotion because I can be happy right now and be sad and next
like
second.
that.
So I think it's an emotion. Happiness is an emotion, but joy is more of like a solid thing. Like
it don't go nowhere.
It doesn't go anywhere, and it makes
You bring me joy.
Yeah.
Joy
So wait, I thought you
Go
were
ahead, go. Relax. Go ahead.
So
and rain.
yeah, so joy is more of a solid, strong, and a foundation of what happiness has the potential to be. Mm-hmm. So if we are hitting a rough patch, then I still have joy knowing that I got you right by my side. Exactly. And we're doing this together. So that's a joy. Joy is like more of a foundational thing, and it doesn't go anywhere. It
don't matter what we going through. I still want to come home to you and share my day with you. I still want to cuddle, even if we get into an argument at the dinner table at 6 p.m. When 9 p.m. come, I better get this kiss on the cheek, and we gonna cuddle. You heard?
That's a solid definition.
Period.
This guy's good. I like this guy.
Do you hold grudges?
Yes, she's human.
I don't hold grudges, but I don't forget. Like I'm a forgiving person, but I feel like what will keep me from getting to a grudge point, I'm a person like I want to talk about what just happened. Like if we get in an argument, at some point we need to talk about this and discuss what just happened. Because if not, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna be mad because I haven't spoken things, and I feel like we didn't communicate the way we were supposed to, and some things got said, and I need to
they say it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. So it's not. Don't mind.
I'm gonna talk to you no longer for the rest of it.
Nah, you can't let them type of things fester or marinate. Don't mind me. I'm just talking.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why at some point I feel like you still have to discuss what happened. Like some people just like, this happened, and like, I'm good.
You can't do that.
Yeah, we ain't
because
blowing
that's
that
when
off.
that's them
Ulcers?
I don't.
I thought she was talking about ulcers.
Wow.
Ulcers. I mean, people get ulcers from, hold on.
What? What? Wait a minute.
No, for real. Being stressed out and having all of these different grudges, people be getting ulcers.
No, ma'am.
All type of stuff going on.
No, ma'am. I wasn't going there.
Okay, that was a medical term.
That's some implosive people. Like they'll hold it in, let it build up, and then they just explode on you out of nowhere. And they bringing up shit from 2 years ago that pissed them off that they never spoke on. And you like, what? Right. I don't even remember that, but yeah, sound like me.
To talk about it. What about you over here?
Yeah,
What is your definition of joy? And then also, do you hold grudges?
I don't hold grudges, and the reason I say I don't hold grudges is because I don't. I don't.
But if I'm done with you, I'm done with you. That ain't me with a grudge.
The reason I say I don't hold grudges is because
that's a grudge.
That's not.
I mean, I hate to use this as an example, but it's facts. It's facts. You don't ever know when it's your time or somebody else's time. And so you don't want to be holding a grudge and the next day weeping because they ain't there.
That's
weeping.
True.
If I got a grudge with
up.
you, I'm glad you're gone.
Talking.
No, you not.
You ignorant. Can I talk?
Talk to me.
You sure it's Barkley? It's not your turn.
Fly ever.
So the point that I'm making is, literally, it's like, me, I don't hold grudges because it's like, for one, what are you holding a grudge over? At the end of the day,
disrespect.
Even if you are,
that's his number one thing, respect.
Even if you even if you argued it out, y'all gonna blow that shit over. So you holding a grudge for what? And my joy is seeing things in the light of, if you can take a negative situation and turn it into positive, if I can look in the limelight of stuff and feel like, oh, okay, we done got into it, but this nigga here, boy, I remember when that's joy. To me, I feel like joy is gonna take all that pain away, and joy is gonna make you not think of the negativity. Joy gonna give you that
solid foundation.
Yeah, like if you got a foundation, this building we on, this table got legs, this fucking stand for this mic, like if that's a foundation. If you ain't got that, what you standing on? And so it's like if you ain't got
to get
joy
the ground
and
beneath
that
your feet,
trust
partner.
and that happiness,
Go
and
out
then,
in a blaze of glory. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Outburst today.
he got Tourette's. If you ain't got none of those things, it's just like, what are you standing for? Like, what are you in this relationship for? Because it's like, you supposed to mold with a person. They're supposed to become you. You supposed to become them. And if y'all don't become one in a sense, then you're not standing for anything at that point. Because
Y'all standing on separate
you're
grounds.
standing on separate grounds.
Yeah.
So it's like when you become one, you do things as one. So, babe, you know what? I was wrong. Even if you weren't, step up to the plate.
You got to take that L.
Yeah, you got to step up to the
'Cause
plate.
you
It's
let
like,
me tell it.
people-
I'm never wrong, but you got to relax. I realize this
You was
now.
wrong
At
today.
That's
31.
good. That's like a
You was
humble
late.
thing of you.
I ain't never late.
That's a humble thing
What, you was on
for you
time?
to say.
No, you weren't. Because I was here before you.
Party don't start till I walk in, so I'm always on time.
Ooh-wee.
Ashanti bag. Ashanti bag?
Always on time.
It don't matter. Listen,
No.
I'm about to smoke this hookah.
This what I'm. Yeah, I need that. This what I'm saying.
Jess, you going with us?
We gonna wrap it up. We going to 1422 Roswell Road. Infusion.
Infusions hookah, motherfucker.
It's a microphone, bro.
I don't know if they heard
Amplify,
me.
so you don't have to scream.
Spell amplify.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, so this is we gonna wrap it up at that point.
Shout out to the 5132, man.
Leave us comments.
Cincinnati
Go
shit.
to YouTube. Like,
I need some
subscribe,
And comment.
leave comments. You can hit me in my DMs
Leave
if you got my
questions,
number.
topics.
If you got my number, hit me.
At
Definitely.
I am _ Pete Rose. That's me.
That's him.
That's you. What are you?
That's him. I'm usually what they whisper about, either with cheeky wit or it's chipper mouth.
Will you say your damn Instagram?
All right, cool. Stixx Porter. I'll at me. Y'all know the vibes, man.
No.
Y'all-
And
Jess?
I am Just Creative Hands.
You know the vibes. For the Culture
Hey,
Podcast.
Jess she just did a photo shoot with my clothing line on you. If y'all
Soon
don't look
come,
at
soon
that,
come.
hey, if y'all don't look at that,
Why did
y'all
I get
missing out.
Why did I get a photo shoot? Nobody
No,
else.
I did it.
Because you don't
impromptu.
fuck with the
Love,
vibe.
come down, chill.
Niggas get an icy.
So
We'll
listen.
see y'all next week. Same
Listen,
time.
shout out to those who gave topics for today. Shout out to my executive producer, Kiko T. She held it down always.
Misunderstood clothing brand, baby.
Misunderstood clothing, Just Creative Hands.
Hey,
and
you see
Everyone
my little
Eats
cousin
Foundation.
clothing
Everyone
brand right here.
Eats Foundation, Fly Era,
Yeah.
Patterns of
Yeah.
Misconduct, all that. Listen,
All of
for the
that.
Culture Podcast, y'all know the vibes. I'm Stixx Porter.
Live Hip Hop Daily.
Live Hip Hop Daily.
Yeah.
Go
Appreciate y'all
download
for
that
watching.
app and watch us live 9 p.m.
If y'all ain't
Eastern
watching
Standard
live
Time every
hip hop,
Monday.
y'all missing live realness. You dig?
Yeah.
You gotta look at the camera too. Don't just look at the
Hey,
live shit.
why are you talking to me?
Listen, bless.
I don't like you.